Good morning,
Good morning,
and welcome to Arlington Life Online. We're so excited that you guys have chosen to worship with us today. I would stick around all day because if you just saw Legacy Service, you saw Dr. John Pauline. He is our speaker for our speaker series. He has been speaking all weekend and doing a great job and has been such a blessing to us already. And he's going to be presenting even some more. So if you guys want to stick around, you will not want to miss him. He's awesome. He is coming to us from Loma Linda University. He is the professor of religion, and he's also the director of the Center for Understanding World Religions at Loma Linda University. So definitely somebody that you want to listen to today. He began a series yesterday, and you just heard him share the sermon titled "The Biggest Story Ever Told." But he's not finished. You want to stay tuned. In YG Church, he's going to be, his topic is entering the matrix. So that sounds pretty.
Yes.
And then at 11:30, he is going to be presenting a sermon called The Gift of Time. And this evening, he will also be presenting at 5 p.m. The End Time Surprise.
That's
and
awesome.
So I'm excited about that. And then
right after,
okay,
we got, you ready?
Yeah.
We have Shindig. Yeehaw. Or in Spanish, Wepa.
That's right. That's absolutely
That's
right.
that's just how excited we are about Shindig is back. The day is finally here. It's tonight at 7. You'll want to be in the church parking lot for food, fun, and festivities. And if you haven't already done so, invite your friends and family.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
We've invited a community that we've served,
Yeah,
and so we're going to have a great time. And in fact, we have our beautiful Mrs. Karla Dechavez in the studio.
Yes.
And so she's going to tell us a little bit more about what we can expect tonight. So stay tuned.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also want to plug in UG Conference is actually next weekend. I believe October 22 and 23. So for those of you who have high school students, this is for you. They are gathering together next week to worship, hear inspiring messages, and be challenged to discover purpose and find deeper sense of belonging. This is awesome. Something awesome that Pastor Danny and his team have been working on really hard.
It's awesome.
It's going to be great. So if you have a high school student, you're not going to want for them to miss this. So you're going to want to go on Arlington Life online and register
for October 22
and
October 23.
Yeah.
Yes. So speaking about Arlington Life Online, there are so many things happening here at church, and so it's really easy to lose track or miss something. But Arlington Life Online is our one-stop email for all things of Arlington. So if you are not getting those emails, go ahead and go into arlingtonadventist.com, scroll down to online resources, and you can subscribe right there.
Yes, ma'am. You don't want to miss anything. There's so many things going on, and that'll tell you everything.
Yes.
So, and speaking of everything, last week we had our first Revive open house. And it was so much fun.
It was very fun.
Man, it was so much fun.
Yes.
It was so exciting to share what's been going on downstairs. A lot of people hadn't been there in a long time.
Yeah.
And we're surprised to see all the new exciting changes that are going on within our church. With your help and with your prayers, God has been just moving and doing some amazing things. So we are totally super excited. So a lot of people they didn't know that walls had come off and rooms had been made. So what was the most, I guess the best space, the space that you liked the most?
Oh, I loved the welcome center, and I loved the teacher in me. I loved the children nook.
Oh yeah,
I
the children's
loved
area,
that.
and they loved it. So there's a new little children's area,
and the kids
It's
were playing
so much
in
fun.
there.
The kids are playing in there.
So great.
Yeah, we envisioned we're going to have a lot of clinics going on and activities in there, and so we
Yes.
just envisioned a room for our children.
Yes.
Excited about that. I think my favorite part is as you go in, what used to be Sabbath schools and storage closets. One of them we're calling the Nurse's Nook. We would love to have future screening, blood pressure screenings and all sorts of screenings in there. And then my favorite part is there was an old Sabbath school room that we turned into 3 separate exam rooms.
It's amazing.
It's awesome.
It's so amazing.
So Vision Clinic is going to be in there now.
Yes.
And so, but we would love to have other things in there as well. So the sky's the limit with the Lord. And we're just praying that he shows us what to do with those rooms, with the space.
Yes.
We're excited.
And we Saturday, we
Yes.
had the, as well, during the
Yeah.
Revive Open House, we had the Carter blood drive. And
Absolutely.
so they were here and it went really, really good.
Yeah.
Thanks to our blood donations, we even impacted 30 lives.
Yeah.
And so they're really grateful. They are very thankful to us.
They
So
are
big
super-
thank you to everyone who donated.
Super grateful. Yes, a big thank you. They're always so happy
I know.
with us. They've said our church has always given and never stopped, even during the pandemic. So we're so excited that you guys are just, you just keep giving.
Yes.
And speaking about giving,
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is coming. It is coming. It will be here before you know it,
Yes.
and we know it. And so we are gathering as much as we can because we feed about 200 families, but in Thanksgiving it's like 250. And so we want to be prepared. And so you guys are already dropping off your Thanksgiving baskets. They're like this week we served 201 families down in Revive. And,
Yes.
they were asking about when it was going to be and whatnot. So we totally want to be prepared. So you can find a shopping list in the foyer or online. And just if you, whenever you go shopping, just put some extra stuff away.
Yes.
You will be surprised if everybody brought just one bag of full of that shopping list. It would be like way more than enough. We would have it everywhere. So we'd be giving away to everyone.
I
So,
know.
Yeah.
And
so
Burton has
Yes.
started its own food drive for Revive.
Absolutely,
This week they
yes.
donated 794 items, and it's been a healthy competition between the classes.
Yes.
The winners, though, have been 3rd grade, 8th grade, and 11th grade,
This is the second
same
time, yeah.
as last week.
the second time in a row. So
This is amazing.
Yeah.
794 items.
it is crazy.
That's thank you. That's
Yes.
amazing.
Thank you to Burton,
Yes.
and thank you to all of you guys who just give from your hearts. You guys are awesome, and we are so excited that you are partnering with Revive. Any way that you give is important, and I just want to say that sometimes just people don't have, and so they give of their time.
Yes.
And sometimes people have, and they give donations of food or money, whatever you give. Thank you so much. I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, the people that come by are so grateful, and we are just so delighted that your hearts are filled with love for this church and the community.
So coming up next, stay tuned. We have Karla Dechavez here, and I'm going to sit down with her and speak to her about our amazing event tonight.
The Karla Dechavez, so you won't want to miss it.
Yes. Welcome back. We are here with Karla Dechavez. And how are you doing?
Hi.
Are you excited about tonight?
I am excited. It's been a crazy last, 5-6 weeks since we started planning.
And we didn't have it last year, so
We didn't have it last year.
I know we're so excited about it. For the ones who haven't been there, what exactly is Shindig?
Yeah. So Shindig is, I think the best word that I can use to describe it is fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those nights where you can just kind of let loose. Like, don't worry about much. Just show up.
Show up.
Shindig really is one of our forms of evangelism at our church. So what we do is we throw a big party. It's out here in our church parking lot. We have food, which if you've never been to Shindig and you've never had a Brett and Karen Wessel's food,
It's the best.
it is amazing.
It is so good.
I'm gonna tell you guys what's on the menu for tonight.
Okay, please.
It's smoked brisket.
Okay.
It's smoked chicken.
Woo.
And we have a vegetarian option, which I'm like 99% sure it's vegan.
Oh.
Don't let that scare you. Please don't let that scare you. It's still really good. There's a bunch of barbecue sauce in it.
Yes.
It's really good. It's phenomenal. And I'm not even vegan or vegetarian. So come out and just know that we did think about our vegetarians. So we do that. And then all the sides, of course, bread, potato salad, beans, all that fun stuff.
Okay.
So we have all this food. We hired a band.
Yay.
So we're going to have a live band, live music. If you
Okay.
like country music, come out. If you don't like it, come and experience it live because it's a different experience.
Yes.
We have activities for the kids, just all sorts, really just a time to hang out and really kind of get to know your church family.
Yes.
I think a really big part of being part of a church family is establishing those relationships with each other.
Yes.
Our church is massive, it's really big, and it's really easy to get lost, but if you participate in events like this, it's actually really easy to make friends.
It is.
And that's really the point to this. But not only that, to connect as a church family, but also to invite others. So if you're coming tonight, invite your neighbors or invite your friends from school or invite your coworkers
Yes.
or, people who might not be open to church or people who might not really be excited about coming to church or who haven't been to church in a while. This is a really good opportunity to kind of reel people in
Yes.
and really show them
Yes.
a good and fun, clean, fun, family-friendly time.
And it's free.
And it's free, yeah.
And it's outside, and it is going to be. I know it's going to be a little bit chilly.
It's gonna be,
so
which I'm so
it's so
excited.
good.
Because of course everybody knows that I love the
Yes,
cold,
you do.
which cool. But it's been several years since Shindig has been cold.
Yes.
When we first started Shindig, which by the way, this is our 15th Shindig. And when we first started it, like the first through fifth years, it was always really, really cold. Like you bundle up, and it's fun.
still
It's still fun
fun.
because you're dancing, you're moving around.
Yes.
It's
You're
not a big
talking,
deal.
yes.
But the last, I don't know, maybe like 5 times ago, because we did skip a couple of years because of COVID and construction.
Yes.
But the last 5 times that we've had it, it's been really hot.
It has been.
Yeah.
I remember I'm usually, like, the first time I did Shindig, it was really cold.
Yeah.
And so the last time I remember it was warm, and it makes a big difference.
It really
it's
does.
Chilly. Is there going to be hot chocolate?
I don't think so.
Ooh, okay.
But the food is warm.
The food is
I mean,
warm. That is good.
It's seriously, I think he started smoking the meat last night.
He did? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no, I'm serious. It's
exciting.
phenomenal. You don't want to miss it. If you don't come for anything else, just come for the food.
Yes.
Because the
So,
food's really
okay,
good.
question. Let's go back into history. I want to know, because I don't even know, how did you start getting involved with Shindig?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
So, of course, Greg Batla, who founded YG Church.
Yes.
This was all his idea. So he created it in 2006, 2005, I don't know,
Okay.
one of those early years.
Yes.
And it used to be like in somebody's backyard, and it was small. I mean, we had I think the first time we had maybe 60, 70 people there.
Wow.
And when he kind of started transitioning out of YG, I became social director, and that was a really long time ago. And so I kind of just carried it on. I took a couple of years off from doing Shindig when Eli was born.
Yes.
But other than that, when it started coming back a lot more consistently, then I just kind of took it back. I've gone to every single Shindig except for 2. One, I had to work out in California, so I was out of town. And then the other one was right after Eli was born.
Okay. I think I remember those.
Yeah, and we had some fantastic people like Gary Livingston and
Yes.
Brad Colvin and
Yes.
Alex and Faith, a bunch of people that kind of took it on. until I could come back and like redo it. And now Keisha and I do it. But it takes, I think we have about 90 volunteers signed up this year.
Okay.
Because we have to serve.
Like,
yeah.
we want this.
You serve
We're ready
food,
for
you
this,
set it
yes.
up, you clean up. You, I mean,
Yes.
you help make the food. We had a volunteer that made the vegetarian option. And then, of
Okay.
course, Brett and Karen, that's all volunteer work.
Oh,
So it takes
God bless them.
takes an enormous village to do it. But, I mean, it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot
I'm
of fun to
doing the
plan it.
foosball. The
Oh,
human
good.
foosball.
Yeah, your hobby demand that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've never played that. I've never
It's
played
fun.
that, so I'm super excited.
It's just
for
a big,
that.
gigantic bouncy house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay, okay.
It's a lot of fun.
Good. And I was going to ask you. So, of all the years that you've done Shindig, what's your favorite? What's your favorite memory of one of them?
Oh my
I know
goodness.
you probably have so many.
My favorite memory, I would say just in general, is seeing people hang out. I'm very extroverted, so I mean, I love people in general. I love parties and doing get-togethers and stuff like
Yes.
that. But nothing compares to this one because now we're up to like the last time we did this 2 years ago, we had about 1,000 people show up. So my favorite thing is I like stand off into the distance and I just,
You just
people
watch.
watch. Yeah, and just see everybody connecting, and because you'll see people that you haven't seen in a
haven't seen in a
while.
long time,
Yeah, like people
yes.
who haven't come into the church in a while because of COVID or for whatever
Yes,
reason.
yes.
They'll come out to stuff like this because it's outdoor and they feel a lot more comfortable with that. So you'll be able to see a lot of people you haven't seen in a long time. That's my favorite part, is seeing people establish those relationships and make those connections, which really is the point to Shindig.
That's really, really what it is. And I can say, I started coming to church 2007, 2008, and Isabella. I was bringing Isabella as little girl,
Yeah.
and there's things for them, and
Yeah.
she loves that.
Yeah.
We looked forward to that every year. So
Yeah.
we're just super excited. I'm so glad that
Yeah.
you and your team are doing this, and it starts at 7.
It starts at 7.
And
Yes.
there's not an end time usually.
I mean, we'll try to end by like 10-ish.
Okay.
We'll kind of start winding down about 9:45.
Okay.
And then everybody just pitches
So if
in
you
and
don't get
cleans
there at
up and-
7, get there at 7:30.
Yeah,
If you don't
you
get
could
there
be
at 7,
late. It's
you could
fine.
be late. It's just
Yeah.
fine. You'll have fun at any time that you come. Just come. And thank you so much,
Of
so
course.
much for sitting down with me.
Yeah.
And I have one more question to ask you.
Yes.
I was going to ask you, is there anything that you would like for the community to bring for Revive, for
Yeah.
anything you need?
Yeah, so if you go online to our website, we have a list of the things that Revive is collecting for those Thanksgiving baskets.
Okay.
The stuff that Burton has been collecting all week. So if you
Okay.
want to bring those and donate those, Pastor Heidi is going to have a table with her team, and they're going to
Okay.
be collecting those items.
Okay.
So bring the stuff that's on the list on our website for Thanksgiving baskets. Was it like potatoes,
Yes.
instant potatoes, canned food? Anyway.
Anything that in canned food. That's great.
For the Thanksgiving baskets. And
Okay.
if you also want to donate stuff that Revive needs, like I know there's also a plethora of other things that they need, you can bring those too.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
And bring your smile and your happy
Yes.
attitude.
And the live band.
And the live band is going to keep us entertained, and we're going to line dance.
We're gonna live dance.
and-
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about that. You remember when we would do the live singing?
Yes. YG band
We
used to be the
do
live band.
It was so
But
much
it's just,
fun too.
it's just
but
so much work. Poor Ryan Gill. If you ever see Ryan Gill, ask him how much work it was to get
How
YG
many
live.
songs- we would sing like 10, 15 songs and practice 2, 3 times
we used to have to
a week.
learn 10 to 15 songs
Yes.
the week of Shindig.
And then try to like correlate all of our
Yeah.
schedules to mix with each other to do it. Which at the end of the day, it was super fun. I miss singing with
I
you.
know. It was a lot of fun, and I hope one day we can eventually bring that back when we have a lot more resources.
Yes.
But I
But
mean,
this
we
is
literally
great.
had to pull the sound system out of the church and put it outside. And then when Shindig was over, we had to take that same sound system and put it back inside.
So now
And
the
I mean,
live
we were
band-
out here till like 1, 2 in the morning, cleaning up and putting everything back together. And then poor Ryan had like a field week getting everything back together to like have live services again the following week.
Ryan
So,
is awesome.
I know.
He
So when we
is
told
awesome.
Ryan, we're like, hey Ryan, we're gonna start hiring a band. He was like, thank you, because yeah, it's a lot of work. It was fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of work.
We did live band the 2 years before, and I remember
Yeah.
it was super fun. The dance floor, the line dance,
Yeah.
the kids were running and having fun.
Yeah.
So we were
Just
super
know
excited
that
about
just
that.
just know that everything, like the music has always been live.
Yes.
And it will always be live.
And that's how
Yeah.
I'd rather it be that way.
Yeah. And the band that we have for tonight, they're phenomenal.
Okay.
They're really, really good.
I am
So we're really excited. I think they
looking
were with
forward
us 2
for it.
years ago, so they're coming back. And
Okay.
anyway, they're good.
So starts at 7.
Yes.
We are super excited to see you all there. Up next, thank you, Karla, so
course,
much. Up
yeah.
next, we are our speaker series continues, Faithful to the End. It continues with Dr. John Poling and YG Church. We also will be doing a prayer time during our second segment at 11:15. So if you'd like to send your prayer requests, and you can post them on YG Facebook page. We hope you stay with us. Happy Sabbath.